Hello, folks. That's a little bit loud. Hello, everybody. I am back. We're gonna do some blueprints again. So, the last time I played this, I played it bad, in my opinion. I did a little bit of spoiler-free research. Not research, but I was like, how do people play this game struggling, that kind of thing. And read a couple of, again, spoiler-free reviews. And basically, this game, my note taking has not been nearly rigorous enough, like loads of people recommended. That's so loud still. Recommended, like, spreadsheets and that kind of thing. If my audio is too loud or being ridiculous, let me know and I can turn it down manually. It's just that while I'm on the screen, I can do it on there, but if it's just manually too loud, tell me. And if the desktop audio is comparatively not loud enough or anything, then let me know. Or too loud or whatever, just let me know, okay? So yeah, we're gonna go back. We're gonna continue. And I've got a new notebook because the other one I had magically disappeared. I don't know what the heck I've done with it, but there was nothing in it anyway other than the stuff with the blue and red notes, which I remember in my brain. And I'm gonna write a page out for each, like I'm gonna have a fresh page for each different room, and then like have other space just for general note-taking stuff, right? Because I feel like there's maybe more puzzles in each room and there'll be stuff that like intersects them and things like that. So yeah, we'll just see how that goes. Okay. I'm also my phone, which is what I use to look at my chat at the moment, because I don't have like a stream deck or whatever, because I don't have that kind of money to be spending on things like that, even though I just got a new mic. But one of those is much cheaper than the other. This still feels loud. Okay. I have, so yeah, I just normally use my phone and look at like the Twitch manager thing, but it's not, my phone decided to update while that was happening. So if I pause in the middle and like tap some buttons, that's for why. Okay. I've also got myself some non-specific chocolate, totally not branded, to like I'm gonna get some if I get like a good treat or whatever, a good what's the word, a good puzzle or whatever. I also have pencils as well as pens, so I can, like, if I'm not sure about something, I'll write it down in pencil and we'll see. Okay, let's continue. I've got a song stuck in my head, but I don't know. It's from a game, I'm almost certain, but I don't remember what the game is, like, at all. Okay. So again, I don't know what to call this room. But I want to like make notes of this room and everything as well. I don't know. I feel like there's things to be made note of. Entrance, I guess, is the word we'll use. So yeah, because I wrote these down last time, right? So it's the Queen of Diamonds, yeah. The Ace of Spades. I'm gonna try and pay more attention to the paintings as well, just in case they change. I'll like write them down. And another tip I saw, which again, totally spoiler-free tip, was open each room from the entrance first, and then get an idea of what your path might look like. And so like allow yourself one lock-inable room, and like do it that way, which I think is really smart. instead of doing the back and forth, because you might end up unnecessarily going through like a chamber or whatever, which is not a chamber, like the like church room, which like takes away coins from you, or you know, whatever else, which is really smart. So let's go. Okay. Again, I don't want to give myself a closable one all the way. I'm gonna do hallway. Yeah. So I'm gonna make a little new page for hallway. What I'm also gonna do is, like, for example, we discovered that the red sheets were lies. I don't remember if it was the hallway or a different room. It is the hallway. If there are things that are lies, I'm going to write them down. Because I'm not to say that the inverse is definitely true, but just like as a, you know, you never know kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, and I'm going to try and not abbreviate too much, with exceptions like the nursery that has the story. I'm not going to write the whole thing out, but I just imagine this is the kind of game where, like, the information, yeah, okay, I'm going to write these down in a second. Did I feel like my mouse sensitivity, I was sure I had it more sensitive than average, not less. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, so there's the praying hands. Beads, not beds, that wouldn't be helpful. And there's holding one of those, it's not a wrench, what's the word for that kind of tool? I'm gonna do a little drawing because I genuinely don't have the brain cells to remember what that kind of tool is called, because I'm just tired. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna open my Twitch stuff now. Give me 2 seconds, guys. This is just so I can pay attention to you more, so, you know, okay, no, it'll take a couple minutes. Have I got it? We got it? Wow, this phone is very hot to the touch. It should not be that hot. Stream manager. There we go. Okay. There we are. Okay. Should be all good now. Still kind of being weird, but it should be all good. Okay. Let's keep cracking on. So what else is in here that's interesting? Oh yeah, also the thing that the rooms have different colors. I don't know if that's to do with their rank or what, but hallways like brown, yellow, like burnt orange. Like, yeah. I'm gonna write those things down too, just because there's ones that are like more likely to have such and such type of room, and I feel like that's helpful if you remember what the different kinds are. Okay, is there anything else I'm missing in this? Time is interesting. 10 to 9. I wonder if that changes. So, although no, wait, oh, the clock's all wrong. Oh my god, I didn't even notice. Is it? No, it is right. It just looks funny. Okay. They're not even. Like, they're slightly weirdly spaced, but they are right, I think. Yeah. Oh, it's passing in real time? Interesting. Okay. That's interesting. So it passes in like seconds. Okay. Anyway, I'll shush. Parlor, we've had storeroom, we've had... Okay, one of these is gonna be... Unless I do a parlor, I let the last room be like a thingy room, but that is kind of good to have. I'm gonna take this as a storeroom and hope that the room on the right has more stuff on it. Okay. 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 So again, we're gonna write down the storeroom thing because woman holding flowers, but I'm assuming bride. We haven't been given anything, or not that I remember, that like links or makes anything specific of the pictures. And then this one is just like a scratched off one that's not information. Cluttered chairs. Oh, and there's a second one. And then there's bridge. What, that looks like in the countryside, or like... Okay, let's go with that. Yeah, okay. No matter how I sit, my legs are going numb. I had this issue earlier. I was filming an ASMR video, and yet again, the problem of just the leg going numb. Okay. Okay, utility closet. Again, could be like helpful, but I don't know. I'd quite like to keep moving. I feel like the pantry's better because there's money. Okay, we're gonna say pantry. Like, I don't know what's considered important information, so gave me a banana. 4 coins, and then it has this thing, which is... I assume Bridget is just... Okay. Oh, so this is a math problem, I think. Maybe. So what they're saying is the £4 or the 4 coins less means that she spent 46 coins on those 3 things. So is this like a maths, like... I wonder if that's what this is? I'm gonna write the thing down, even though I remembered it. I'm gonna write pound coin just as a shorthand for like money, because I know that it's not specifically pound coins, but like it's just like coins. But in my head, I'm just like, it must be that. There's tea. I feel like that's not a clue that there's tea in here. I don't know. And like travel cups and just generic, and flour and sugar. Like there's baking that happens here. And like an egg timer. I don't know. There's pictures, but I feel like all the pictures are recurring. I don't know if there's any meaning or there's just like a certain amount of them that just continue to be in all of the rooms, if that makes sense. I'm still gonna write them down. Because it'd be nice to have like a thing of all of them. Safety, pin, open. And again, that just looks like a tree, like a fir type tree. It kind of looks fungusy. I don't know if that's intentional or not, but there's something about like how flowy it is that feels fungusy to me. We're gonna go through here, I think. The chapel's an option. The den. I've done all of these rooms before. Okay, we're gonna say den, I suppose. Okay. So obviously you get a gem. There's lots of clocks. Like lots of clocks. This was the one I loved. Bat above. Okay. Bat above forest. I don't know, there's something so fun about that. I love the big clock. I don't know if there's a particular reason. There's a chess piece here. I feel like is the fact that there's a pawn here mean anything, or is it just like I'm totally paranoid as to what the heck to write down. Am I just writing down everything? There's also a bathtub picture for some reason. Like I don't understand. Are they associated with rooms? Are they like what's the deal, you know? Okay. I'm not mad. I'm just sitting here being like, but what's the thing? Okay, kitchen, because kitchen keeps me going. And we made it to the antechamber before, and it doesn't like we can't get in yet. Anyway, so I don't know if like I would assume there's things that are required that I don't have. You can get banana, get a club sandwich, or bacon and eggs. Okay, country stew pie. That sounds so delicious. Boiled chuck stew, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with mashed potato parmesan cheese crust. Additional 10 steps if you have a boiler room is interesting. Like, what's the like lower correlation? I don't know. Bacon and eggs. And add morning room to today's draft pool. Okay. Oh, so the different foods add different things. Okay. I'm gonna just start listing the foods, I think. So, bacon and eggs. 10 plus morning room. Okay. I've not seen that room yet, so that's interesting. Is there anything interesting in here besides those things? There's like soap and there's pictures. Is there any relevance to the coal being blue and that being red? I'm gonna write them down again because I feel like I've got to like I don't know. I feel like an extremely bad detective. Again, the person that recommended this to me is one of my smartest friends. They're far smarter than I am, so it's like. Coal, rails, and red mag. Old car. I can't remember Yeah, like an old rules sort of car. Okay. No, that's not the button I wanted. I forget that I wasn't like clicking on a thing to look at that. I was just looking at it. Okay, so there's like gloves and again, it's just okay, this implies that there's a pet, which might not be relevant to the puzzles, but it is relevant to my heart that there's a cat here somewhere and I have not seen it yet. Okay. Unfortunate about that corner. The chapel's interesting. Like I feel like there's things about it that I miss. I don't know. We're gonna go parlor right now. I don't understand. Like, do I need to learn all the things in order to... This game is just... I don't know. There's so much. Okay. Parlor. Also, I just got that they're in the parlor because it's like a parlor game, like in the original sense of the word. That's why these boxes are like that. Smart brain, big one. Okay. So there's the portrait of the guy who I really feel like he's just gonna keep staring at me, which I don't love. Okay. So we got the key. And I've read this before and I feel like there wasn't anything interesting. Okay. I'm gonna write down like the name. This can't, like, I know it's a total coincidence, but every time I see the name Lowry, I think of the painter. Explains game. May the 2nd. Oldham's. We're gonna call him Herb for sure. We're at Oldham's. Which again, doesn't tell us what date it was, but it tells us press me right to take us to the game, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and that's just the actual rules. Okay. Pictures here again. So there's peas and little mountain situation. Okay, let's do the puzzle. Gems are in a box that is actually blue. That says nothing. Well, the fact that it's blank would imply to me that it... But it can't be lying or telling the truth if there's nothing on it. Huh? I mean, I'm confused. Damn, I got it wrong. Oh, it must be in this, huh? I'm very confused. It has nothing on it. That's, I don't like. No like. Okay. I picked up car keys. Oh, if we get the garage, that'll be helpful. Yeah, so pictures. Peapod. And like hilly scene. I don't know. I don't know if it's the place outside or like what the crack is. I don't know. I feel like I could be doing more in the security. Like I've done the security a few times and I've been like a little lost the whole time. I don't know. We're gonna say bedroom, I think. Okay. Money over here. There's something like super unsettling about this game to me. I don't know. Like something about these kinds of mystery games, I just spend the whole time like unease. Okay. First of all, That's an ornate lock if I've ever seen one. Is there like anything specific about it that's important? I don't know. It has like leaves on it. So that continues to be around. So is the implication that I'm a pawn in this game? Like, is that what it thinks to me? Again. Greetings from Reddington postcard. Okay, there's the wardrobe, there's just like general bedroom stuff. Oh yes, also grandfather clock. I was like, what are they called? The big ones. It's a grandfather clock. They're extremely loud, but I would love one. If it weren't for the fact that they were extremely loud. This little puzzly situation. What's the deal here? You are also in the chat. You're very welcome to help me, so long as you're not overtly like spoiling the game. If you see me struggling and it's frustrating you, and you want to be like, how about you look at such and such an item? I will. That's fine by me. I don't have enough gems. Oh, I got it. I hate that it does this thing where I can't just be like, I'll come back. I'm gonna say corridor. Okay. Okay, this does have pictures. It has the tree again. And the hand with... Oh, okay. That's a match. Match. I might play this for a little bit, and then if my brain's just not puzzling, we might switch over and play some Cult of the Lamb, okay, folks? Just depending. Because I'm also really enjoying that game, and it doesn't make me feel quite as confused and a little bit dumb. Tree. I'm just gonna write. See, I've got a problem with this, which is the hat. The hat's been in a few rooms. Hat with green band. And just I've made sure that it's clear that that's not one of the pictures. That's just an object. Because okay, commissary's interesting. Closet's also interesting. We're gonna say commissary because I've got a little bit of cash. I want to play the darn video game. So if I got the breaker box working, would I be able to play the arcade game? Today is not day 21 or day 22. Okay, this has lots of interesting stuff on it. Okay. Let's do... commissary. Closed 12 to 16 red, which is a lie. Manage electronically, your tense and all register the morning roll calls, doubly important you can clock in and out. Again, it definitely starts with S. I feel like I should be able to figure this out, but I don't know if it requires information from different rooms. Staff notice. Okay. Again, I feel like I could maybe figure out a few of those letters, but my eyes just don't work that way. And I'm just writing down her name in case that comes up another time, in case it's important. Okay. This whole thing I'm confused by. So these ones don't change, I don't think. These ones are the same the whole time. So we have stocks go up. The width. And call on tracks. Without. So I don't know if the like the thing is like, does this have something to do with the rooms that include those things, or is it to do with the actual content of these bits of information? Like, I don't know. Okay, let's see what they got. Just a gem, sledgehammer, set of gems, or running shoes. I'm going to take sledgehammer. That's, oh, it's for trunks. Okay, that's not what I thought it was for, but I'll take it. Anything in the trash? No, darn. Like I say, I wish this game made me feel a little less stressed than it does. I want to know what this bunk room is. I've yet to pick it. Oh no, that's not true. I did pick it one time. Okay, we're going to do drawing. Oh, I don't have a gem. Okay, we are going to do the bunk room then. Because this has the notes about his brother, about how they fought. Also has money. But this had the book, all the stuff in it. Yeah. I don't want to write all of this down, but so the note said like that the red stuff is a lie, but it was except for handwritten stuff. So presumably this is considered handwritten and therefore not a lie. Yeah, I don't know what to make of this. Like, is there code in here? Is it just the actual information? I don't know. Bickering brothers. Okay. Like I say, I might just see what I can do in terms of this set. Oh yes, pics. Dog tag. The 10 on it. That feels like specific information that I could maybe do something with. There's an old games console. There's some tools, which is a little upsetting that I can't just like be like, tools. The Turtles of Verb, of Vera or Verba? I can't really read that. The Trinsdale Mystery. That's hard to read. Not fair, my eyes don't work. Different hat. Okay. We're just gonna go back. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna save the money for this, wasn't I? Okay. Well, I might get some coins going in the other direction. Okay. So I got to go this way. I'm gonna go right first. I want to see what's on the end. Just coat check, library. I'm gonna do the library because I want to see what the less common ones are. Oh, this is the book that I asked for. Okay. We're gonna Marigold, who we read about last time. About how there was like stuff with, yeah. I am a dare bird, a daring and brave bird, diving so deep bird, arrive on the wave bird. There is not a dare I would not do, there is not a depth I would not dive to. However, my friends are not very open to the idea that I like the sky less than the ocean. The bird in the sea, not in the sky, that is what they say when they're looking at me. You are not a sea bird, you are not swim bird. If you are friend bird, fly in the wind bird. And shouldn't you always listen to friends? For they know me best, or so they pretend. So I dare not dive, and I dare not swim, and I dare not step foot in the ocean again, and I dare not smile, and I dare not laugh, for they will do it for me and on my behalf. And I dare not dream, and I dare not speak, for maybe my friends won't like the real me. And I will say goodbye to my dreams and the sea, and wonder why daring feels just like defeat. Okay, this is interesting. The history. Okay. So that's me today. So okay, so now we have today's date. Okay. So there's Mrs. Pearson took this book out twice, 3 times. Why does she keep taking the book out? Is it for kids? Is it for... So that's the year it came out, was 85. And then Anne Babbage, who's the house, whatever we said, the house manager. Then Bon Margle, whoever Bon Margle is. And then me. That's cute. I assume that was also us. I assume that's when we were younger. And so we're now like a late teen or whatever. Okay. Interesting. Do any of these dates line up with the other date that was in the room? The parlor. May the 2nd. No. Okay. It was worth checking. I'm gonna write these dates. I'm gonna write the dates down because I'm mad. Borrowed. I'm gonna just like do it this way. Do it this way is not helpful when you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just writing the numbers down instead of like writing out the words. Wow, I just had the weirdest sense of deja vu. Then Christmas Eve? Damn. Oh, that's our Christmas Eve book. That's cute. Okay. And then Happy April Fools, Mrs. Babbage, I guess, because she got it out on April 1st. E6. And then 2, 3. Okay. And then we have Herb. Simon. Getting it out 3 times feels like specific. Like that feels like something, you know? And also, we don't know who Bon Margle is. I have truly not a clue. And the last one's me, but that feels like me right now. That feels less important. Gotta go this way, right? Yeah. Okay. Wine cellar. Workshop or secret passage. Okay, I can't do secret passage. We're gonna do the workshop because otherwise it's a dead end, I think. This is a new room. I've not been in a workshop in here yet. Interesting. These pictures are new. What's this? Broken lever. Interesting. So I don't have the brain to sing it properly, but stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is of 10 lost, among the bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. Okay, so this feels like this is helping me with other puzzles. A message read of 10 lost. So anything in bold. The E's, okay. Sorry, I just hit that. That probably sounded horrible. Huh, interesting. These are new pictures though. Plain and like blueprints. There's just a saw in there. Okay, so I can't right now because I only have one item. It's just that simple. Then what's... Big old cog. I can't have that. The true box does not always contain the prize. Interesting. Okay. West Wing Hall. This is a new room, I think. Specifically the West Wing Hall, maybe? Unless I'm talking a lot of nonsense. But it feels true. Okay. No, this feels new because these are like covered up. I don't know if I know these pictures either. Okay. I'm assuming that's a raven or a... some kind of corvid anyway. But I'm guessing raven just for like symbolisms. And man on boat. Oh no, I have seen this. Now, respectfully, leave the car. The west wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated have not been removed, ask the spat. Refrain from. Okay. I'm gonna write out the staff thing. Staff notice. June 15th, 83. Lazy Clara Espin. Late. So presumably she recently died. When this was written, but it's now been 10 years, just about. Okay. West wing closed. So do I get specific rooms out of these doors then? Is that the idea? I don't have a... Okay. I'm going to take the nuke, I think. There's so many rooms in this gosh darn game. Queen of Diamonds again. Okay, take the key. And then car again. Is this the car we have in the wherever the car is? And there's this that basically says write some notes. There are books again. I feel like I am missing things, but I'm trying. Well, this has a castle instead of a pawn. Interesting. Because most of the other rooms have had pawns in them. Okay. Oh, I can't do that. Oh, darn. So I'm effed is what you're saying. So that's the end of this then. Okay. That's a little bit frustrating. Okay, if I put in the guest bedroom, there's a chance that there's... I also don't think I've been in here before, so this is more information still. Okay. Okay. So there's a jacket on a mannequin. And then there's a... Is that like a manger, like hay bale situation? I can't really process what that is. That's what it looks like to me. Maybe? That's what it, again, that's how I see it. There's some interesting, there's a little doggy. It's a baseball. Oh, there's a note. Okay. Then there's a letter. This doesn't have dates on it. Thank you for the weekend. Evanson. From KL. Does that match up with any of the library? No, it doesn't. Okay, we don't know who KL is. Um, billiard game. Although it says this bit at the end, it says I didn't need to know the rules of darts. You kind of do a little bit because some of them are like double numbers and stuff like that, and that is included in the rules of darts. I understand what you're saying though. Always away. Okay. Anything else in here? Okay, pawn again. Okay. Nautical stuff on the walls. Okay. I think for this particular time. Okay. Yeah, why is the audio being funny? Okay. I think we're going to call it a day for the blueprints, which is interesting. Okay. Then, if I may, let's see. Okay. Like I said, we can play a little bit of something else. We can play a little. Yeah. Yeah, no, maybe we'll do Cult of the Lamb or something else totally. We could do like Hades or something. What doesn't matter? What am I gonna not like ruin the VODs of this from? You say. No, do you know what? I'm actually gonna call it, I think. I'm extremely tired. The second I stopped looking at the game, I was like, oh, I need to sleep, even though it's not late here at all. I will come back to that. I think that game is it's fun, and my brain just like, because I feel like I'm not getting anywhere, so I'm just like, my brain's grinding, you know. I might give it 10, and then we can come back and play something else, I think, is the idea. So thank you for joining me. Like I said, I might return in like 10-15 minutes. I'm going to go get some food, I think, is what I'm going to do. And then I'll come back and we can play something else. I don't know. Like I said, there are options. I have lots of stuff that I want to play on stream that I haven't yet. We could do more Cult of the Lamb maybe, or I don't know. Maybe just play like some Balatro or something for a while. That sounds good to me. Okay. Bye, guys.